For the record, I never sit down to do love readings. They come to me, they find me. And I will often stop channeling, take a break, come back, restart, just to make sure, like, are you sure this is what I'm supposed to be talking about today? But today, I cannot deny that it absolutely is. So what we have is an incoming connection for the collective that this resonates with. There is a King of Pentacles who is in your energy, who is inspired by you to work on themselves, work on their life, work on their approach to become the Emperor. They have been inspired to go from the King of Pentacles, who, mind you, is already very abundant, a leader, very secure, very stable. But this person, they could stay here. They could stay in the King of Pentacles and be just fine. But for some reason, you have come into their life and you have inspired them to do more, to seek more. And this is something that excites them, actually, because it almost feels like the King of Pentacles energy was becoming a little bit complacent, a little bit stale, and they needed something to shake them out of their rut so that they could realize that there could even be more. I don't think that before you, they really realized that there was more for them in this life. I mean, not in that way, maybe romantically though, yes, romantically, yes. And so they are realizing that, oh wow, there's all of these new ways to grow now that I have encountered this person who has inspired me to do so. This person is currently trying to figure you out. They are trying to figure out how to position themselves to come to you. What angle would be the best? What alignment, how to align with you. They're trying to understand you and what it takes to get into your energy. There's definitely a soul calling to this connection, a soul element. I should also say that this is someone that either is just watching you somehow, some way, maybe you're not aware of them, but they watch you somehow, or it's someone that you are aware of and you've met and interacted, but they definitely have seen you, whether or not you have seen them. That's the energy that's coming through here because you inspired them. And so there is an element of divine connection here. I have to cover these cards up. We have the Lovers and we have the Judgment card. So Judgment, you can't see because I'm covering them, but they're naked, and they're naked on this card as well. And then there's angels on both of these cards. So there is a level of soul calling. Judgment is about awakening, soul calling, and it's also about kind of vulnerability, stripping down to your truth, to your authentic expression, authentic self. And there's an element to this connection where you both see through each other. You see through the masks, you see through the clothes that you wear. I mean clothes metaphorically. You see to the heart of each other. And that's kind of scary. As I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles reversed. There are some fears around how deep this connection is, how intense this connection is, how vulnerable this connection is, and how your guardedness can only protect you for so long. There's something about this connection that is breaking down both of your walls that you've had up for a long time that felt very comfortable are now being broken down. And again, so we have toward the end of the spread, the Lovers and the Empress. So this person sees you as the Empress, which is what inspired them to become the Emperor. So the Empress and the Emperor, they embody all four queens and all four kings. This person currently is a King of Pentacles, right? So maybe they're used to meeting Queen of Pentacle energy, which is beautiful energy, but they've never met an Empress in the flesh before. And so that is what is inspiring them to become this Emperor. I'm laughing because I just looked at the bottom of the tarot deck and I have to cover her up as well, but first card on the bottom of the deck was the World, which is the end of a cycle, graduation, It's like you've learned all of your lessons from whatever this cycle was, and you're ready to move on to the next phase. And underneath that was the Queen of Pentacles. What did I just say? What did I just say? They're done with Queen of Pentacles energy, and there's nothing wrong with Queen of Pentacles energy. Again, it's beautiful energy, but this is an up-leveling that this person is ready to go through, realizes is available and is ready to go through because you've gone through it. You've gone through it to become the Empress. For you, this is the different energy as well. You've never met someone who is at this level in their own divine masculine energy, at this level of embodiment of their own divine masculine energy. And that is creating fear and anxiety in you as well. So I channeled this message earlier on TikTok, and the first time I was channeling it, there was a lot of anxiety, there was a lot of fear just even getting the message out. I feel much more comfortable now, probably because it's my second time delivering the message. But I do still want to speak to that because it is here in the cards and in the energy of just this fear of, again, the up-leveling required for this connection and the unknown as well. It's like, this is something this is new terrain. This is something you've never experienced before. You don't really know how to handle it. And there is some fear that comes with that very naturally. The sense that I get with this is that it's happening whether you're ready or not. It's happening whether you want to resist it or not, because that's the way this message came through to me today. Is, again, I sat down, I always sit down, like I have a topic that I want to channel on, and I could tell immediately that it was love. I started seeing this provider energy. I could tell immediately that it was love, and I was like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. And anyway, I told you the story about how I resisted delivering this message, and I think that you will resist this connection initially as well, just because of the sheer magnitude of it, the sheer force. And I don't mean force like it's forcing it. Well, I don't mean force like forceful. I mean energetic force, like the energy that you can feel behind this connection. That's what's scaring you. At the same time, there is a part of you. So I think what will help you get through this connection is, of course, the recommendation is always meditate, go within, sit at your altar, because there are some cards here to me that indicate that you saw this coming and you see how it's being orchestrated. So we have the Weaver card, which is all about weaving different pieces of information together, creating a story, creating a web, as you can see on this card. And then we also have Coca, which is about foresight. And so you've been getting signs about this. You've been getting signs about this, and you're seeing the culmination of it. Maybe you're someone who studies astrology as well, the transits, because you're seeing everything weave together. So even though this is scary and new territory for you, you also see how destined it is. We have the Destiny card as well. You feel the destiny energy at this moment in time. And then we also have the Beloved. So this is like divine counterpart energy. This is someone who matches you. This is a twin soul, a mirror soul, who matches you energetically. And that is scary. That is scary, especially when you've never met someone on that level, or for some people you have, but it didn't go anywhere. It dissolved. But it feels like this, you're both ready and you're both at this level, and that's even more terrifying. And yeah, it's the wheel of fate is at work here. The wheel of destiny is at work here. And again, you can resist, you can run, but you can't hide. That's what I want to say is the energy. You can run, but you can't hide. Also, we're getting timing, which I never get in readings, which also lets me know that, again, your spirit team's like, yeah, this is happening. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you when it's happening. We have Saturn here, and we also have Mars here. Saturn is all about responsibility, discipline, commitment, authority, and Mars is about action and moving forward. and drive. So I feel Saturn, and Saturn, Mars rules Aries. Saturn is currently in Aries. So this is energetically something we are all collectively experiencing. But I feel like this Saturn is challenging our ability to take action, to initiate, to start new things. Saturn is really asking us to level up. Saturn is really asking us to trust our inner authority and rise to the occasion. Whereas before, you were in Mars energy taking action, and maybe it just wasn't, it was easy. It was easy to take action because you didn't feel a lot of resistance or fear. But Saturn is here to open our eyes to the places where we resist taking action out of fear. And for us to overcome that resistance, to overcome those fears, to move in the directions where we know we are feeling called. We got spring, like it's spring right now in the Northern Hemisphere. So, and then the last card was resin, which is all about things like holding. You put something in resin to preserve it, and it becomes solid, right? So it's like this is taking shape. The energy is also being preserved. So even if you resist, like I said, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. You can run, but you cannot hide. I also want to say that even though taking that initial step in the direction of this connection, whatever that is, and maybe I'll channel on what that looks like, but taking that initial step will be scary, yes, but the relief that you feel after will be worth it. You will feel very relieved. You will also come into a level of comfort. So you won't feel this fear forever. So just understand that this really is a moment to face your fears, and that once you do, there is all of this beautiful love and joy and pleasure that's coming through this spread. I also was channeling a song by Lady Gaga. I had to Google it once again. The lyrics in the beginning go, groove, slam, work it back, filter that, baby, bump that track. So I looked it up. The song is called Starstruck. So I feel like you may feel a little bit starstruck by this person and them by you. They don't have to be famous. It could just be that you've never met anyone like this before, as we talked about, or you've never talked to or had a romantic connection with anyone like this before. There's something about their energy that leaves you feeling starstruck. That, to me, is just a reminder to take it slow and spend a lot of time doing inner work. As you move through this connection, spend a lot of time with yourself, because when we feel quote unquote starstruck or intimidated by someone else's energy, that is an opportunity for us, again, like we talked about with Saturn, to rise to the occasion. If we truly are feeling called to be in their energy, this is a Saturn lesson of identity, right? Of who you have always believed yourself to be and who you're becoming. And that is found within. Those answers are found within. I'm really proud of myself for delivering that reading, because it was not easy. And I hope that you will be proud of yourself when you rise to the occasion and pursue this connection. And if you're interested in exploring more of your heart, relationships, and your Venus archetype, I am hosting an 8-week course called Unleash Your Venus. We start April 8th, and I will put the link in the description.